Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm giving you that warning. This is 12 John Does. So the content may be upsetting, just so you know. There are sketches and images of John Does that look like they're deceased. There's a post-mortem photo. If we go into it, there's an infant. There's 12 John Does. And so this is your warning. You may not want to watch this because, you know. All right, so the first one, that's your second warning because there's one on the cover. There's the first John Doe, January 13th, 2002, they found him. They believe he died 4 months prior, which would have been in 2001. Ridgefield, Washington, King County. It says suicide by hanging. I never believe they actually kill themselves. Sometimes when they hang themselves, I always wonder if somebody else didn't do it, you know. Age 30 to 49 years old. It says 5'9" to 6 foot, but it also says his pants were 32 by 34. And my husband wears 32 length, but he can wear a 34 length, and I think he's 5'9", 5'10", and he doesn't fold the cuffs when he wears a 34. So I'm not going to, I would guess he might be 5'8" to 5'10", because I don't know if my husband can even fold the cuffs when he's wearing work boots with a 34. I don't know. That seems like it would make him really short, but he could fold them a little bit once. I don't know. So I don't know how they get it up to 6 foot. Anyway, so to me it seems like, oh, there's a guy that went missing that was 5'6", and they say I didn't think it was him because he's 5'9" to 6 foot. And now I'm thinking maybe it's him and they're wrong in their height. Because if he had to wear a 32, 34 length, and that was the only pants he had at the time, he would have to fold the cuffs. See, things like this, they make me just second guess everything. Because to me, you gotta fold the cuffs up. You're certainly not gonna be 6 foot because, but you know, I wish they would have measured him. Anyway, possibly had a spinal injury at some point. Was suspected to have been representative of a traumatic injury. Left earlobe pierced twice. Dental is available. The teeth were in relatively good condition. Size 11 leather boots. See, and that makes him seem taller, but you know, you can't. What do they wear? They wear like a 9.5. They wear a 9.5, and he's 5'10", but that's just the size of his feet. So I don't see how you fold the cuffs up, though. I don't know. The whole thing confuses me. Some people have bigger feet than other people, and if he's folding the cuffs of his pants and they don't fit, I'm wondering if the boots fit. I don't know, but hopefully they did. Honcho brand leather boots, woven brown leather string belt, a woven brown leather and string belt, size 32. Pair of white socks, blue jeans are 32 by 34 with folded cuffs. Faded Glory brand, a white wire type earring in his left ear. He was located in Clark County, Washington, in a wooded area just north of Vancouver. The location is in close proximity to the main north-south rail lines. It is believed that he was a transient, even though the area where he was found is somewhat remote and not an area normally associated with transient population. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's Jane Doe number 1. Let's go to Jane Doe number 2. September 6, 2001, and we're going backwards in the dates instead of starting and coming to the one that's closest to us. We're going to the one that's further back. Seattle, Washington, decomposed, unknown. There's a reconstruction of the victim by Natalie Murray. So, age 25 to 45, white male, 5'5", 175 pounds, brown hair, and he had a mustache. So, he died September 2nd. He died 4 days before. I wonder why they don't have any photos. He wore a red and blue flannel jacket, white hooded San Francisco 49er sweatshirt, along with 2 other pullover sweatshirts and blue jeans. He had layers of clothes. He had a blue backpack with some papers. The victim, possibly a transient, was found in Kobe Terrace Park in Seattle on September 6, 2001. So there is that. This one, January 15th, 2003, reconstruction of the victim. And you got to remember that it may not be exact. You know, they may look different. So if you're saying, oh, that doesn't look like them, it may not be, you know. So he died probably around 2001 in skeletal remains. Estimated age, 18 to 30. I think they do a really good job at their reconstruction. So, white Hispanic male, 5'3" to 5'8". Cannot estimate the weight. Clothing unknown. The victim was located off a roadway in Issaquah, Washington. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Issaquah. There's the infant. The infant was 1 to 5 days prior, recognizable face. Full-term newborn, white, 7 pounds, black curly hair. The infant was found inside an athletic bag. Also with the infant were 2 dark blue towels. One of the towels had the label marked Sahara by Canon. The infant was found in a garbage dumpster at the Hyco Mart located at East 6021 Trent Street in Spokane, Washington, April 25th, 2001. A woman had her purse stolen and she searched the dumpster on that morning and found the duffel bag in the dumpster. She went back looking for the purse. She opened the duffel bag and found the infant and the bloody material. There was alcohol and methamphetamine in the blood system of the baby. So whoever was pregnant and had the baby had a lot of drugs and alcohol in their system. It is possible the infant was actually born alive. So that's very sad. Reconstruction of the Descendant by Natalie Murray. 1994, December 15th, 1994, Seattle, Washington. Cause of death, alcohol poisoning. 20 to 50 years old, black male, 5'6", 134 pounds, brown hair. Hands and feet were worn and rough. 1.5 curvilinear on left front scalp. 1/8 inch on right forehead, multiple on right elbow, left upper and knees. Brown leather boots, faded blue denim jean. Brown leather boots and faded blue denim jean. Jean Saint, whatever, Tropez brand pants. He wore a black down coat and a black watch style cap. I'm not sure if I'm reading this right. Leather boots, and I don't know if the faded blue denim is part of the boots or if it's pants. It's just Jean Saint Tropez band pants, so I don't know. So it might be brown leather and faded blue boots, but he wore a black down coat and black watch style cap. He had a Bible that had been donated to a homeless shelter or prison ministry in Alabama, marked Daniel Lyles, 02/1860, and the date 10/26/94, handwritten inside. The descendant drank himself to death in a transient camp in the 2300 block of 7th Avenue. That is very sad. And here's his photo. So, clothing and bifocals, April 16, 1990, Seattle, Washington. At least 6 months prior, skeletal remains, over the age of 40, white male, 5'6", red auburn hair. His clothing were black and white houndstooth, small knit, size 44, haggard coat, gray as Kentfield, size 16 shirt, navy blue and white stripes, size 36 waist, 30 length pants, light blue with green dress socks, and size 10 royal blue Nike running shoes. Pair of black framed bifocals, executive glass dobs. See, and when we find out people are missing, we don't know what size shoes they wear or what size clothes they wear. They don't put that on there. The victim was located in a transient camp at 1216 South Weller Street. Other than some bones found in South Seattle Transient Camp in 1990, there are a few other clues. This one has a reconstruction of the victim, and there's a post-mortem photo, and I don't want to click it, but he looks Hispanic a bit, and he looks, I don't know if that photo does him justice, but you can go look for it and click it. It just seems a bit harsh to show that to people. Age 30 to 40, Hispanic male, 5'6", 150 pounds. He wore a blue-gray sport coat with matching pants, a homemade green shirt with red diamond print. He carried a ballpoint pen inscribed 5D Diamond Ranch, or 5 Diamond Ranch. He was found in an old Cascade tunnel on November 2nd, 1988. He died from a head injury, likely suffered from a fall from an eastbound train that same day. So he might have been jumping trains to get from place to place and died. Reconstruction of the victim. The date of discovery, July 27, 1988. He was alive when he was found. South Seattle, Washington. Hit and run accident. 30 to 50 years old, Hispanic, Native, or Asian. 5'4", 140 pounds, black hair tinged with gray, brown eyes, thin black mustache and goatee. He had a half-inch linear scar on his right cheek. A couple of curved scars on the right elbow, a 2-inch scar under his ribs, and an 11-2-inch vertical surgical scar on his stomach. He was wearing acid-wash jeans, a black shirt, a black felt hat with a brim, and a wristwatch. He was wearing 2 unusual rings, one yellow metal with a brown stone, the other white metal with a blue-black eagle design. This man was running from an assailant when he was hit by a car on Rainier Avenue South at Dawson Street at 2:30. He died October 24th without regaining consciousness. October 27, 1987, Chelan County, Washington, struck by a train, age 44 to 54, white male, 5'9" to 5'11", tattoo on right arm, dentals. Let's see. The victim was found after falling under a train. County records for this case have been destroyed. Wow. There's a bummer. Hopefully they post it in the newspaper somewhere so that they have more description. Reconstruction of victim, June 15, 1987. Unknown estimated date of death. I wish they would give us like between years or something. Location, Washington Ship Canal, King County, Washington. He drowned. He was 30 to 40 years old. He was 5'8", dark brown hair. 180 pounds, 5'8", thick eyebrows, and a distinct Mediterranean look. So he couldn't have died too much. Seems like they would have more of an estimated date of death if they could tell he had a distinct Mediterranean look. He was wearing designer clothing, a light blue long sleeve Monte Carlo shirt, John Peters black wool trousers with a black belt and reversible yellow metal buckle, dark brown socks, and Florsheim mahogany dress shoes size 9E. So, unknown. The victim was found floating in the Lake Washington Ship Canal quarter-mile west of the Aurora Bridge. He shopped or dined in Fremont shortly before his death. The owner of M&S Deli on North 36th Street remembered seeing the man come into the store alone 2 or 3 times. He thought the man lived in the area because he never saw him driving a car. There was no wallet, identification, or watch. He could have been robbed, or it could have been a gangland hit because his clothes were not ripped. It is believed he did not jump from the bridge. Police think the man was murdered. That's what I thought when I first read it. Although accidental drowning is listed as the cause of death because there were no wounds or evidence to prove otherwise. So, maybe he was murdered and robbed. And maybe lived in the area or was visiting and had a motel or something, who knows. But he's never been claimed. December 8th, 1985, this is a reconstruction of the victim. Kirkland, King County, Washington, 1985. Recognizable face. Died of exposure, hypothermia. 25 to 35 years old, 5'11", 160 pounds. Brown and wavy hair, brown beard with the same texture and light reddish brown mustache. So I would think he had like brown reddish hair if he's got a brown reddish mustache. Brown eyes, 4-inch abdomen scar, gray sweatpants, a Nike windbreaker, a long-sleeve navy hooded shirt with a picture of an apple and the word Washington. He also wore a blue and white t-shirt that read Puritan, the Sporting Life. He had a silver 10-speed bike. There's the serial number. The descendant was a transient who died from exposure in the Yarrow Bay lowlands. Earlier, he was seen riding a well-cared-for gray 10-speed bike in the area. He was known as the Bicycle Man. He lived in the Kirkland area and was a familiar sight to police, who occasionally stopped and chatted with him. No one, however, knew his name. He would ride through the area on his 10-speed bike with shiny spokes and wheel rims. Bicycle Man was a sturdy lock to keep his prized possessions secured, and investigators hoped to identify him through locksmiths. What? When he was discovered deceased, he was lying under a plastic tarp under blackberry bushes in the Yarrow Bay lowlands. Police found his bicycle next to him. He used a sturdy lock to keep his prized possessions secured, and they need a locksmith to identify. Oh, they were hoping, but did they not ever open it? We could use tools to break into that. Artist rendering of the victim. This is the last of the 12. May 12, 1984, Seattle, Washington. Died the same day. Gunshot wound to the head. Age 18 to 30 years old. Black male, 6 foot tall. They measured it. 138 pounds measured. Black hair, very short. Brown eyes. Wore a mustache and chin hair tuft. Scar on right calf and elbow. Light gray nylon jacket with red trim and 2 buttons on the lapel. 1 button read warning, mad lover, and the other read who says he can't have everything. Here I am. Tan pullover short sleeve shirt with 2 breast pockets, white t-shirt, Volini blue jeans, size 29, and Pro Wing tennis shoes. Additional personal items. He had a gun, a large blue canvas flight bag with clothing, school supplies. School supplies. Bible, clothes, toothpaste, toothbrush, trading stamps, and eyeglasses were found near the body. School supplies, what does that mean? He's still going to high school or college or what? Was he a teacher or a student? The victim was found on the sidewalk near a bus stop at 7020 Rainier Avenue South at Seattle. A .22 caliber revolver was found near his body, leading investigators to believe he committed suicide. Known as Bus Stop Man, he apparently was a student because 3 pencils and a book on contemporary mathematics skills were found in his blue flight bag. Investigators tried tracking the man's identity by calling several pencil companies and the book publisher. Bus Stop Man was probably not from the Seattle area because local stores did not issue that type of trading stamps. So he's not from Seattle, but he's taken the bus. He's got a math book. I don't know. Anyway, that's the 12 John Does. I will go back through them, just clicking on them so you can see. So, and prayers for their loved ones and their families. Please don't forget to stop to pray for their loved ones and their families and that these cases get solved. And thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day. Bye-bye.